Motherfucking back gonna be in bad shape, baby.
He can't do no shows.
Yeah, because
he gotta do this.
Because listen, with the audio tune, the audio tune make motherfuckers sound. Everybody sound the same. So you could be 50 years old with an audio tune, and you sound like a motherfucker that's 19 years old.
Oh, you say you gotta hide it from them.
Yeah, because a long time ago in the 40s and in the 50s, a lot of white people didn't know black people was the one that was singing certain songs, because on the album cover they would put the black people on there. They'll put a flower, or they'll put a picture of a damn a tree or something on there.
Right.
But they would never let them do no shows or nothing like that. But white people were listening to
Mark,
the
music
music,
for a second.
not knowing that they were black.
And then you still all out there music back then.
Hell yeah. So you can be a 50-year-old rapper on auto-tune, and they'll let a motherfucker know who you really is. And you can catfish from
blow
that.
by that
Yeah,
time.
you can catfish. You can catfish from that.
Catfish.
Oh, that new motherfucker.
I think you can use your regular voice, Mike.
You
Mack.
gotta,
you probably can.
Gotta
I've
let
been
your
on-
young nigga go perform. Milli Vanilli him.
Yeah, but you can just catfish. You can just, get on that shit, that streaming shit. Get on that shit. You know what I'm saying? Never do no shows, never do no videos or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? And just everything you got is audio. And you just be like a ghost. Oh, that new motherfucker, boy. He sound good, but he a ghost. You won't let nobody see him.
Right up on the neck, you know what I mean? Hamburger.
Cause you already recording?
Yeah.
Damn.
That thing running.
I ain't running, ain't it?
That's where you get the best shit from.
Mm-hmm. In the beginning.
Just candid.
Mary.
Once you know the mic's on,
They on now?
well, they ain't
They
recording.
on. They ain't making no traction.
Ain't making no, yeah. It's all good. No boy Northern in the building been a while.
Right.
Wow. We got a current event.
Antonio Brown.
Antonio Brown.
Antonio
What
Brown.
else? Something went on.
Well, China bring that new virus over here.
That's what I want to talk about. Hey,
That
this
cold everybody
that
got.
cold
you gotta
everybody
do
got.
that,
Yeah, Carvanovus.
That cold, everybody got this damn cold where it just got mucinex. You need mucinex. Like they promoting mucinex right now so much.
That Carvanovus. That's what it is.
Yeah, that's what it is.
That's what it called, Carvanovus. Yeah, but they bring it over here from China. But the sad thing about it is, it ain't coming from China. It's coming from the CDC. It's man-made.
Oh, I believe it.
It's
I believe
man-made.
it.
It's another part of population control. They're trying to control the population.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So they're going to bring different things into place to eliminate different people. You know what I'm saying? That's just like about like that Ebola shit. They're going to bring something every time to eliminate people. You know what I'm saying? These vaccines and shit they making you get now, half of that shit knocking people off.
Shit, yeah.
That shit knocking people off like a motherfucker.
Who is Duke? Y'all know Duke. I just said this Duke
I don't know who Duke is.
in the inbox.
Yeah, everything about population control now. They're trying to control the population. But that's that conspiracy
What he
shit.
look like?
That's that conspiracy theory shit.
What he look like?
I ain't seen it. Just said this Duke. Let me see. Must be talking to some damn about. He private.
Maybe got his own chair. Maybe get up out his goddamn seat. Chris, pull the stool a little bit so I can sit my cup down here and there. Without me having to reach over like that right there. You can pull it on over, son. You know what I'm saying? Let's get a little
Let's
comfortable.
get it.
Get a little comfortable. That's what I'm talking about. Sit my cup down.
All right. Shit, we gonna cup out of here and put this motherfucker there.
Take a step back and sit my cup down.
I had to back up off.
Sit my cup down.
Yeah.
Nigga asking on Facebook, what's the best chronic or doggy style? I said, man, you pick, nigga. I'll take the other one. Ain't even tripping on them.
It's hard, bro.
That Chronic album was the beast. That Chronic
It
album.
started it,
Yeah,
didn't it?
kicked it off.
That Chronic album was a motherfucker, bro. That Chronic album was a motherfucker. When you come from out west, that Chronic album was a beast.
I swear I remember thinking this at first, not really knowing about producers. I was like, man, Dre, man, he the weakest one. I ain't want to hear no Dre album. I was saying that shit at first.
Man, Dre goddamn had them motherfucking beats. But see, you had to be familiar with Funkadelic.
Let's go, gonna change every second.
You had to be familiar with Boosie Collins. So you had to be, because that was that out west vibe, the funk.
Yeah.
See, out west, it was about the funk. Boosie Collins, Boosie Collins, who I just said, what's the other motherfucker?
Funkadelic.
Funkadelic.
Yeah. George Clinton.
George
yeah.
Clinton. See, all that come from out west. You know what I'm saying? So that's what Dre got a lot of them beats from them motherfuckers.
Yeah.
You ready? All right, go ahead. What's good? We back in this thing for another week. This your boy Hail Mary. I'm gonna give y'all another gem. Don't be the homeboy in the crew or homegirl that ain't useful for the 2020. Make yourself useful. Make people miss you if you ain't around.
Them words live by right there. Yeah, it's your boy C. Hey, I ain't got nothing to follow behind that one right there here.
Yo, it's your boy Nord. Hey, I think Hill was goddamn talking about me right there. Boy, I ain't useful.
Well, I've been saying that all week. Boy, you just had to be in the show, boy. Hey, I'm saying that all week.
Hey, but I'm excited about this one. Me and my man in here get to do one together. He said he wanted to do one with me. I felt the same way. Hey, let me say this at the beginning in case y'all don't make it to the end. Man, rate and review us if you listening on iPhone. Rate and review us.
Rate reviewers. Goddamn, subscribe. Hey, grab your home girl or your homeboy phone and subscribe and do all that good shit, man.
Patreon too. We got
Yeah,
some
sure.
special shit for our Patreon members.
Right. We need to goddamn.
Got some episodes ain't been heard.
Yeah. Hey, we got a goddamn. Hey, we got y'all favorite, y'all main man in here this week, man. Go on, introduce yourself, baby.
Yeah, it's Mack. I'm back on the show again. Now these men, they gave their little intro. I gotta give mine too. It's only right that I give my intro. So my intro is this. If you can see the invisible, you can do the impossible. So sometimes you got to see yourself doing shit that ain't there. Sometimes you got to see yourself in business. Sometimes you got to see yourself being successful. You have to see the invisible in order to do the impossible. Somebody else probably can't see it, but as long as you can see it, you can make it happen. So that's my intro for the day.
That's real too.
That's like
real.
that's like a vision.
Yeah, most definitely.
Yeah.
Because God said, let us make man and female.
Cause it.
They wasn't here when he said that, but
Right.
he had already seen it. And then he made it happen. So we have to do the same thing. Because we're supposed to always strive to be God-like. So we have to start seeing ourselves having a family, seeing ourselves going to college, seeing ourselves going into business, seeing ourselves doing great things. We have to start seeing ourselves doing these things before they really happen. And it's got far, and that's far beyond just having a business plan. Sometimes you have to see these things and then bring them to fruition.
You know what, Matt? Like, you know, they say, you know, sometimes you don't tell people what you're doing because, you know, shit, you know. Like, say, like, I mean, one time I was telling the motherfucker, like, yeah, man, I'm thinking about doing this. And the motherfucker went and did it, you know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Took my idea, ran with it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
And
yeah.
it flopped. and flop.
Because it wasn't for them.
It wasn't his vision.
It wasn't him.
Nigga, it wasn't your vision,
But
nigga.
see, you got people out here that will steal your blessing.
Right.
That will steal your blessing. That's why when Jesus
But if
healed-
it ain't their vision, you know what I'm saying?
And they have bad energy too. You don't
Yeah.
need to tell them.
Yeah.
Keep that shit to
Yeah.
yourself.
when Jesus healed the blind man,
They'll hate on, pray on
the
you.
first
that
thing he
shit
said after he healed him, boy, don't tell nobody what I done for you. Go home. The first person he ran into, that's the first thing he said. Boy, look what he did for me.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? So you got people out here, they'll steal your blessing.
Yeah.
They robbing your blessing because some people don't have thought.
Right.
They don't have thought. But it's their own fault that they don't have thought. But what they'll do, they'll come around you to hear your thoughts.
Yeah.
And that's what they're there for.
Yeah.
But let me go and see what this nigga talking about.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's just see. I'm going to see what Chris talking about. I know he got something on his mind.
Got something
Because
on
they
his
ain't got no
mind.
mind of their own.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? And you got motherfuckers out there that's like that. So they robbing.
Robbing.
Yeah, and sometimes you can put yourself in a den of thieves.
Yeah.
Sitting there playing a video game, just blurring out stuff. And motherfucker jotting shit down in their mind.
Taking all your ass.
Taking all your
I
shit.
think we all done did that one.
You feel what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Taking all your
Taking
ass, all your jokes, all
man,
your
nigga,
shit.
all that shit. And they go across town and use that shit against you.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? And then some of them try to use it for their own. So
But
you gotta
man-
be careful.
But see, man, sometimes when I want to hear somebody else talk, I just want to be entertained. I ain't talked to this person in a while or something, and I know they think a little differently than I think. I can't hear it all the time, but every once in a while, I wanna be entertained.
Yeah, because you there. It's not ill will with you. You're not there to rob them. You like you said, you're there to be entertained. You're not there to rob them and take what they got on their mind and use it for yourself. You're just there for the entertainment.
Right.
You like the way the nigga talk, or you like some of
But
the
everybody ain't
ad
you.
libs that they got, or you like some of the what they call subliminal conversation. You just like that. You just there for the laughter. Cause we all need some laughter, especially in these troubling times. Yeah, everybody need to laugh. That's the best healing.
And I'm gonna be turning their ass up and putting my phone down while I'm laughing while they all turned up, just because I'm entertained.
Yeah, because like I said, you're not there with no ill will. You got some people there with ill will. You know what I'm saying? They just there to rob, steal, and sometimes to kill.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying?
Matt, boy, just a minute ago, I heard you cough. I just coughed.
Mm-hmm.
It's a cold or a cough that's running rampant through the U.S. of A. And boy, I was in Family Dollar, Dollar General, and Walmart, and they are pushing that Mucinex like a motherfucker. I don't know, motherfucker can't get rid of it. Hail Mary had a cough. Hail Mary sound like dog shit. I told her one day, I said, boy, you gonna get me back sick, man. Where
I
does
had
this
it,
cough
boy. I
come
had it
from?
too.
Well, if you go back and look at some videos of Dr. Sebi,
Right.
Dr. Sebi say AIDS and a whole lot of other diseases that we carry in our body come from mucus.
Right, yeah, it is.
They come from mucus. So that's the number one reason why they killed him. Because they stealing his shit. They stealing his shit. So now, he already done let people know that the number one killer and the number one reason that we have these diseases in our body is because of mucus. Well, we damn sure can't have them to go to him. They must come to us. So we got to get rid of this motherfucker and let them go get their Mucinex and not Dr. Sebi.
Cause we gotta make money off this thing.
We got to make money off this motherfucker. Because he already done let the secret out the bag.
Right.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm
We're
saying?
gonna be saving too
But-
many
but now,
lives.
but now we got to get a lot of the AIDS medicine, a lot of the antibiotics, and all that shit. And then if they go see Dr. Sebi, we're gonna lose money. So now we get rid of Dr. Sebi. Now we can pump that Mucinex.
Yeah.
We can pump that Mucinex because now everybody knows.
And keep the money flowing.
Keep the money going. Shit, we gotta get rid of that motherfucker.
Because-
You don't let the secret out the bag.
This cough, boy, hey, this motherfucker goddamn.
There ain't nothing but mucus. If you cough good enough, and if you cough right, you can spit that shit out.
Yeah, you spit it
You
out.
feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But see, this call right here, boy. Well, I don't know about nobody else, mine. But I'm
Keep
coughing
coming back, don't it?
that, and I'm coughing hard. Ain't nothing coming up. I'm sitting there like, boy, what the hell going on?
Yeah.
Ever since
I
I
think that smoking is part of that too. A little cough.
But it might have something to do with it. It might have something to do with it.
But see, that's what they want you to think. The Agenda 21. Nah, go ahead, man.
But anyway, like I said, man, that mucus, man, I have that shit in my chest toward the end of the year. About November, I got to go to the doctor and get antibiotics and maybe a CPAC or inhalers and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? To kind of get me to the point to where I can even breathe. You feel what I'm saying? Because of that mucus. But it's things that Dr. Sebi was putting out there. Information, I'm talking about top information that he was putting out there to make it to where you didn't have to go to the doctor to get these things. These things right here come straight from the earth, free.
Right.
But the pharmaceutical companies and the plants and CDC don't want you to get nothing for free. They want you to come to them. They always want you to come to them.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? So we got to get rid of this particular person with these particular ideas and this information. We got to get rid of him because he's starting to tap into too many people, giving too much information, and we're going to lose money. You understand what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So, like you said, with the Mucinex and all this other stuff they got out there, they're going to make a killing for too long.
Yeah.
You're going to go in CVS, Walgreens, and shit like that. When you just can reach it and get it off the shelf, hell, now you got to get it off behind the counter.
Yeah.
Because it's going to become like that.
Yeah,
Now you can jack the price up.
I think they put the cough out here just so they can go buy a whole bunch of Mucinex stock.
That's my point.
Yeah.
It's about the money.
Yeah, about the money.
You know what I'm saying? It's about the money. Man, let me tell you something, man. Money is the easiest thing to make. It's the easiest thing to make.
Explain that.
Money,
the key.
Money is the easiest thing to make. So it all depends on how much you want to make. But see, because in order to make a substantial amount of money and a large amount of money, you got to do something normally you wouldn't do. But to make some money, it's easy. I can come and tell these people that own this complex out here, I'll pick up all the paper in your parking lot for $20. I'm hired.
You hired?
I'm hired. And I'll come every day and make them $20. Every day. That's how easy it is to make that money. You feel what I'm saying?
Right,
and I'll come every day to pick that paper up for $20. Because they got these other motherfuckers coming out here charging $200. And here this motherfucker gonna charge
coming
$20.
once every 2 weeks to do it.
Yeah, and I'm coming every day to make that $20. Oh, he hired. Money's the easiest thing to make. But now it all depends on how much money you want to make. So now you got to do things you normally wouldn't do. So you see these millionaires, multimillionaires, boy, I guarantee you, they done did some shit normally they wouldn't do. Say, boy, normally I wouldn't do this. But for that amount of money right there, boy, I got to do it.
Normally I wouldn't kill that motherfucker.
But normally I wouldn't kill that motherfucker.
But it's some money behind
There's
it.
some money behind that motherfucker.
If I get rid of this motherfucker.
If I get rid of this motherfucker, boy, there's some money behind that. But normally, boy, I wouldn't let a motherfucker fuck me. But in order for me to get in that position right there, boy, I got to bend over.
That's one of the biggest ones right there.
Boy, I got to bend over. Boy, I got to bend over. And you got a bunch of them out there that's bending over for that money, boy.
Yeah,
They bending over for that money.
They on all fours.
Man, they bending over like a motherfucker. And see, now, and see, I'm gonna tell you something, man. And I don't like to bash women. I don't like to bash women, but they bash me in all the goddamn time, boy.
Man, they got podcasts.
Boy, let me tell you
bashing
something.
me.
But let me tell you something, boy. These women out here, they love that goddamn money, boy. And they know who got that money, too. Them punks, I hate to say it, fuck it.
Man.
They got that money. So now, with the women, it's a bisexual thing for them. Now women all of a sudden into bisexual men because they know they the one that got the supervisor job, they got the plant manager job, they got the CEO job, they the top motherfuckers in the music industry, they the top motherfucker in the movie industry, they the top motherfucker that's running in Congress and all that shit. So now, in order for me to get some money, I gotta get a motherfucker that bring another motherfucker to the bedroom. So she getting best of both worlds. She got a motherfucker that like ass. She got a motherfucker that like pussy, and then instead of her bringing a woman into the bedroom, she get to bring another man. She winning.
She winning.
She winning.
She getting 2 dicks for the
She
price
getting
of
2
one.
dicks for the price of one. So and then like I said,
So,
man,
your boy Chris said this.
talk to me.
a little while back. He couldn't understand it, when it live show. It was a known homosexual that the women were going crazy over.
Yeah.
He was bisexual.
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 They were ready though, wasn't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's the new phenomenon. That's the new phenomenon. Man, they love bisexual men. Let me tell you something about bisexual men. The motherfucker know how to dress. He keep his nails done. He keep his feet done. He keep his hair cut 2 or 3 times a week. He keep his eyebrows arched. Motherfucker walk around with veneers in his mouth. Keep his teeth clean. You know what I'm saying? He douche his butthole out so his ass don't What woman don't want to be with a man like that? Man, look at me. Hey, what woman don't want to be with a man
That
like that?
motherfucker groomed,
I'm
ain't it?
telling you. Goddamn, his pocketbook look better than hers. They arguing. You know what I'm saying? So what woman don't want to be with a man that like to go shopping? Trying to find the best shoes.
Shit.
He got on red bottom, she got on red bottom. You feel what I'm saying? Then he might even goddamn come in there and ask her for a pair of her thongs. What woman don't want a man like that?
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? They equally yoked
Right.
on a certain level.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They equally yoked on a certain level.
Equally yoked.
You feel what I'm saying? So that's the new phenomenon. You go down to Atlanta, most of them women down there, boy, they with a bisexual man.
Yeah, yeah, and that was fucking the game up. They
And the
fucking-
nigga fine.
They fucking it bisexual. Like, I heard a girl say a nigga left her for another nigga. And she said she's so in love that the nigga want to come back, she'll take him back.
Yeah, because she really want both of them to come back.
Man, what the fuck is
That was
shit?
it, yeah.
She really want both of them to come back.
Yeah.
She really want both of them to come back. She want him to come back with the motherfucker that he left her for. She want both of them to come back. You feel what I'm saying? Because men done got so used to telling the woman, you know what I'm saying? My fantasy is to be with 2 women, and she was having to do that shit, even though she didn't want to. But at that particular time, at that particular era, she had to in order to satisfy her man. So now, if she go get a bisexual man, now her fantasy can come true.
Right.
You want me to bring another man? You feel what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
now her fantasy come true now. Not just bringing another woman, she bringing another man. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
So now
That nigga ain't got no problem with it,
he
dude.
ain't got no problem with it. He ain't got no problem with it.
He ain't got
And
no
she
problem
ain't got
with
no
it.
problem with it. Everybody happy.
Everybody has.
Everybody happy.
Everybody motherfucking happy. You know what I'm saying? Everybody happy. So that's, I mean, hey man, we in those times now. We in those times now. To where a straight man, but look at him. He almost like a dinosaur.
He almost like a dinosaur, boy.
He almost like a dinosaur.
He almost like a
You know what I'm saying?
dinosaur.
He catching hell in the household. The straight man is catching hell. I don't give a goddamn how good of a man you is. I don't care if you getting up going to work, taking care of them goddamn kids, buying them high-priced shoes, buying them laptops, buying the goddamn iPhone 11, 12, 14, 15, 30. I don't give a fuck. The straight man is catching hell in the household. I don't give a fuck who you is. You ain't gonna lie to me. Motherfucker, I can look at you at the gas station, at the mall, riding down the street in your motherfucking car. I can look at you. If you're a straight man, the first thing that come to my mind, boy, he catching hell. Because I'm catching hell.
He catching hell.
You feel what I'm saying?
He
The
catching
straight
hell.
man is catching motherfucking hell. You know what I'm
I'm
saying? He got to
catching hell
damn
too,
near
man.
be perfect. The straight man got to damn near be perfect. In order to survive in the world today, the straight man got to be damn near perfect. He can't have no flaw. But look here, back in the 80s, a nigga could come home with athlete feet. There won't be no complaint. Not now. Not motherfucking now. Back in the 70s, nigga can have some stains in his drawer. He been working. Nigga work, brick mason. Out there cutting grass all day. But not now. And not now. Man, look, it's a whole new ball game for the straight man.
Bitch might leave for
But
that night.
shit.
Fuck
So,
on.
get the fuck on. You feel what I'm saying? Or put your clothes in one basket and put all the other people's clothes in the other basket. Don't put your clothes with our clothes. You feel what I'm saying? That's how it's becoming for the straight man. The
Right.
straight man damn near don't stand a chance in a relationship nowadays, man. You know what I'm saying? Because don't let him try to call no shot. Oh, he through.
Yeah.
If Am Bill get behind, he less than a man.
Yep.
If Am Bill get behind, he less than a man.
Right.
He less than a man if one bill get behind. You ain't no man. What the fuck? Where'd that come from? But that's the downfall. That's the backdrop.
Is it you ain't no? Is it the black man catching hell? What about the white man?
Man, shit, he catching hell too.
White man catching hell too.
Goddamn right.
Oh, okay.
Shit, a woman is a woman. I don't give a goddamn what color she is. A woman is a woman. Shit, Eve was black.
Yeah, boy, you need some Mucinex
look
in
here.
there, don't you?
Eve was black.
Right.
Eve was black. Adam caught hell. Delilah was white. Samson caught hell. But what I'm saying, look at it don't matter when it comes to women, boy. They stick together.
Yeah, that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, look here,
boy.
women. Let me tell you something. Women don't deal with racism. Women don't deal with that shit. Women don't deal with racism. They don't tolerate it. They don't deal with it. They don't accept it. It's the men that deal with that shit. Men deal with racism. Women don't even. That shit right there don't mean shit to them. Because they know themselves that racism don't exist. Women don't deal with racism like men do. You understand what I'm saying? And they teach their children not to be racist. But guess one thing we'll tell our children? Fuck them crackers. Fuck
Say it in a minute.
and say it in a goddamn minute in front of your kid, and then you'll tell your kid, but look here, but these white folk out here, but they'll hold on your black ass, but I'm telling you, you better get your shit together, because these crackers gonna hold on your ass.
So we telling them wrong though?
Nah, but what I'm saying
okay.
is that we deal with it and women don't.
Oh, okay.
That's my point. We deal with it and women don't deal with that shit. Women don't deal with that shit because they don't have to.
What a woman might say. You said a man might say them crackers ain't shit. What a woman telling her child.
Don't pay that no attention. Just keep doing what you're doing. As long as you're making good
I'm gonna
grades.
tell you what they saying.
As long as you're making good grades, you all right.
They saying this. Oh, don't pay. Exactly what you said, but the way they saying it. There you go. I tell you that. Mom told me. I said, "Hey man, I can't deal with these racist motherfuckers down here, man." I said, "It's getting to the point to where
What down here?
easily." I said, "It's getting to a point to where I'm gonna have to say something. I'm gonna have to say something." She, oh no, you get used to it. I said, if I do, I have lost the battle. If I get used to it, then I don't lost it. So we gotta get the fuck on.
Well, what I'm saying, this is what I'm saying.
Get your ass home.
Racism do not exist. Racism do not exist. It's a belief that a person has. It's someone that believes that its race is better than the next. It don't exist. It only exists if you allow a person to believe what they believe. But now, if I don't allow you to believe that, then what you believe in don't exist. It don't have no existence. But now I can make you think, or I can help you believe that your race is better than mine. But I can help you by saying, but look here, your race is not better than mine. But what I do believe that you are ignorant and that you are stupid to believe that. Then you eliminate racism by getting rid of a person that believes that and helping them out by saying, but I don't believe that bullshit. Ain't nowhere in the hell one race is better than the next.
Well, Mac, that's funny you say that, because I want to get your opinion on it, because you said something about last show by Antonio Brown, and I noticed when Antonio Brown was out there showing his ass, he kept calling him cracker. He kept saying it.
Mm-hmm.
So obviously he believed in it.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, man.
what's the antidote for this Antonio Brown thing? How we gonna get to the bottom of this thing, man?
Well, we're going to get to the bottom of it like this right here. Black people, and I don't mean no harm what I'm getting ready to say. Please don't take this wrong. The white man have trained everything. He trained the bears. He don't train lions. He don't train tigers. He don't train killer whales. He don't train the alligators. He don't train the crocodiles. He don't train the cobra snake. He don't train them all. He don't even train the gorilla the way he can hug a gorilla. The motherfucker can walk up and hug a back.
You ain't
The motherfucker can put his head inside of a lion's mouth and motherfucker won't even bite him. A motherfucker can take a cobra and put him in front of him and the cobra won't strike. He can take an alligator and lift his jaws up with one hand, and the motherfucker won't budge. That's kind of training the white man has been able to do. But the best training he have ever did in history is training a nigga.
Train is right.
But he don't train the nigga. It's like a masterpiece. Now everything don't struck back. The bear don't tuck his claw and tore his whole head out. The lion don't snatch his throat out with his teeth. Even the cobra don't bit him and pause him. He was dead in 6 seconds. Everything don't struck back, but a nigga ain't made a move because of the training. It's the training that the white man done did that don't put the black man in order. He don't put the black man in so much order the way he ain't gonna budge and attack that white man the way that he's supposed to. Now you got some of them that'll get out of line. They'll let him get out of line. They'll hang him in a tree, set him on fire, shoot him a bunch of bullets, let the other motherfuckers see you get out of line. Know what the fuck happened to you? Or they'll lock you up, give you 30 years for one crack.
Right.
Or they'll get you put out your house and can't get no job, can't get no get no weapon or nothing like that if you try to, or for domestic violence and shit like that. He'll do shit like that if you get out of line. He'll punch your ass like that. But boy, look at him. As a whole, as black people, the training has been so significant that the black man ain't gonna make no move against his trainer.
And see, that's the thing about being trained. Sometimes training can be the worst thing it is, because once you train a motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? It's the difference between being trained and educated. A motherfucker who educated can think for himself. You being trained, you can't think for yourself.
Mm-mm.
You know
No, because you have to have a master.
I always thought Dan's son could beat Mr. Miyagi ass just because he was old.
Mm-hmm.
But he wasn't going to go against his
He wasn't
trainer.
gonna go against his trainer.
He wasn't gonna win neither.
He wasn't gonna go against his trainer. But see, you're not gonna go against your trainer because at some point you feel like you owe the motherfucker something. At some point, you feel like you owe a motherfucker something when they don't train you.
Right.
If I come in here right now, and you go on, if you, let's say we was on a plant, and you just started, and you need a job bad as a motherfucker, and they put me as your trainer, and I train you how to do the job. I train you how to do the job. And then, at some point, a motherfucker say, boy, Mack ain't shit. You're not gonna go against me, because guess what? Say, man, he all right, man, he trained me on the job, man. He trained me how to do the job good.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
He trained me how to do this job good. You ain't gonna speak against me.
Right.
Because you feel like the shit that I showed you helped you be where you at on the job.
Mm-hmm.
You understand what I'm saying? But I ain't shit. But at the fact that I trained you.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if somebody else would have trained you, you'll go along with a motherfucker say I ain't shit.
Yeah.
But being that I'm the one trained you, you ain't gonna speak against me.
Right.
I ain't going to speak
I ain't
against
gonna
you.
speak against me. I ain't gonna speak against me.
You'll feel disloyal if you did.
Yeah, you'll feel disloyal. So that's what's going on today. You feel what I'm saying? You don't want to speak against
If it
your
wasn't
trainer.
for you,
Well, for you, I wouldn't be where I'm at.
Right.
And you got a lot of motherfuckers that'll say that. But I went for that white man, but we wouldn't be where we at. You feel what I'm saying?
all white people ain't bad. Because if it wasn't for them, I wouldn't have.
That's what I'm saying.
Right.
But a white man gave my grandmama a car. Cause she wiped his ass. He spit on her a couple times. Throw shit on her a few times. She had to clean his house, his sister's house, his mama's house. She went out there and washed the cars and shit for years, for about 30 years, and they ain't pay her but $2.50 an hour. But when he died, he gave her a car.
He deserved more than that.
Goddamn right. But it's just the fact that goddamn he gave her that car.
He gave her that car.
He gave her that car.
He gave her that
He
car.
gave her that motherfucking car. So sometimes we will submit to bullshit.
Right.
But you know what? We won't take that same thing from our own people, though, Mac. You know, say you do somebody a favor, and this ain't deep, it's real simple. Somebody in the jam, they need $100. You give it to them. That Nick, you ain't even gonna go back and ask that white man for 100 more. But you gonna go back and ask, oh boy now, and if you don't do it, you ain't shit.
Yeah, because of our value for one another. See, we don't value one another like we do the white man. The white man holds a certain value to us. We don't hold a value to one another. You understand what I'm saying? See, we devalue one another, and anything that we try to do, we have a criticism of saying, well, he don't better do that shit.
That's real.
White man ain't gonna let him.
But we'll say it too, won't
Goddamn
we?
right.
That's
You going
fucked
back
up
to your
too, man.
trainer.
That's
You
fucked
going
up
back
too.
to your trainer. You feel what I'm saying? So now we have a way of devaluing one another with saying, well, you know what? Well, I think I'm getting ready to start my own podcast.
Right.
This is what we gonna do. This is what we're gonna do. Man, y'all don't be do that shit. But it's gonna cost y'all so much money to pull that shit off. Y'all gotta have an engineer. Y'all gotta have a studio. Y'all gotta have this. Gotta have that. But shit, where y'all gonna get the money from? But nobody gonna give y'all money to do that shit like that.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? So they gonna devalue you and put the value over here.
That ain't our mindset though. But yeah, there's a lot of mindsets like that.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I mean, but see, I look at things at a large majority of our people.
Yeah, the
think
majority
that.
mindset like that. You're right.
You know what I'm saying? So now that kind of eliminates the minority. With the minority that think like that don't exist because you got too many people that think
And the
like
majority that think
that.
like
You
that.
feel what I'm saying? So now the minority don't exist. Ain't nobody thinking about the minority.
But what's up with Antonio Brown though, man? What we gonna do? I mean, what we gonna get to the?
Well,
He facing life, they said.
Did they say that?
well, they
okay,
trump them
listen,
charges
listen.
up like that. They
Yeah,
trump them
Trump
charges up.
charges,
But see, let me tell you something, man. Antonio Brown is suffering from hood disease. It's a term that came from Harvard University in 2014. And they named it hood disease, but he's suffering from the same thing as a soldier that went into the Iraqi war. Post-traumatic stress disorder. But they termed it hood disease so it won't get a benefit. Instead of saying, well, you know what? He went through the drug war. He went through in the community, he went through the killing, the shooting, the police coming into in his community, kicking in doors, children being shot in the street, his cousin being shot dead. He saw his cousin get shot in the head, his daddy being hauled off to jail, his mama getting put out her apartment, him being homeless to a certain degree, and he's seeing all this stuff going on, all the helicopters flying over the goddamn community. He's seeing all this shit, the jump out boy running his ass down with the German Shepherd running behind his motherfucking ass. Oh, the war is on. The war is on. So when a person see that for 30 years, but then a person that go to war might go to Afghanistan for a year and a half and come home.
Right.
He on tour. Yeah.
Yeah.
He come on back. Yeah.
He come on back. But a person that's in the drug war be in that war
every
for
day.
30 years. Every day.
Yeah.
From
You know-
childhood.
You know, I said last week, I did a little research on Brown, and I said this on the show last week. Well, he know how to be broke. But this week, talking to you, of course, I did my research on hood disease. I didn't even put the two together, but I had said last week that he know how to struggle. Like he been there.
Yeah.
And where he come from.
But it's to the point to where you don't know how to struggle, you just accept it. You just accept the struggle. You don't know how to struggle. You just accept the struggle because the struggle is there. So you have to accept it. You know what I'm saying? If somebody giving you something all the time, if I try to give Chris this water bottle, Mack, I don't want it. Mack, I don't want it. And I'll keep trying to give it to him. And I'll keep, man, go ahead and take it, man. Go ahead and take it. Here, man. Chris, this is yours. Go ahead and take it. Eventually, he going to go, man, go ahead and give it to me.
Right. Right.
That's what the struggle is. They giving it, they put it in your face every day. Every day they put it in your face to the point the way you say, man, go ahead and give me the struggle then. Fuck it.
I don't want to live right. Give me the struggle,
Give it to me.
goddamn.
Goddamn, fuck it. I'll make something of it. You feel what I'm saying? So that's what's being happening. We have got to the point where we don't accept the struggle. To the point where you'll have a motherfucker that'll make some money and he ain't happy until he broke.
He ain't having to.
Hell
But
no.
that's real.
That's him, goddamn.
He ain't happy until he broke. Some people can't cope in life unless they're back against the wall.
And see, let me make this real simple to you. For those of y'all with teenage kids that ain't working yet or is working, watch how they spend that money. They ain't happy until it's all gone.
Until it's gone.
It's gone.
They ain't happy until it's all gone.
Because what happened is that cycle keep repeating itself. That same cycle. But see, somebody had to break that cycle. And see, we got our children training for basketball, training for football,
Right.
training for baseball, training for soccer, Your baby mama come. Well, I need to get him a trainer. He need to learn how to dribble. He don't know how to dribble. I need to get him a trainer. He need to get his shot together. He can't shoot. But boy, ain't not one motherfucker come to you and say, boy, look here, I can train your kid on life. I'm his life coach. I'm going to train that motherfucker on life. How to cope with life, how to deal with life, how to go through life expectations, I'm going to coach him through things that he going to need that's going to come his way. I'm going to coach him on life. But we too busy trying to coach our children and train our children on bullshit. So that's why you got people like Antonio Brown that's been training for football all his life, been training how to run, been training how to catch, but nobody have given him life training. So he can't deal with life because he had no training on that. But when he get out there on that football field,
he a monster.
He a monster because he don't have that training. But if we learn to train our children on life, give them some kind of life coach and coach them on life. That way, if football don't work, I have been coached on life.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? I have been coached and trained how to deal with life.
Right.
But then even if football do work, when I come off the field, I still got that life training.
I still know how to deal with.
I still know how to deal with life.
Right.
Yeah.
Then when I go on the field, I've been trained how to do that too.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? So it's sort of like a multitask kind of thing to where we have to teach our children and train our children on life, how to deal with life, how to cope with life. It's very important that they go through some type of life coaching. And you can do it. You don't have to send them off somewhere.
That's why I've been saying, Mac, a lot of parents are doing that themselves. They ain't looking for nobody to train their kid on life. They giving them what they...
No, they training them on what not to do. They ain't training them on life. They training them what not to do. You'll hear a woman now, a woman that got children, she'll tell her son and her daughter what they not supposed to do. But boy, you hardly ever hear them tell them what they can do. That's very important.
Right.
You don't do this. Don't do that. Don't do this. Don't do that. Don't do this. Don't do that. But boy, they ain't never telling them this is what you can do. This is what you can do. I know you can do it. You can do this. But give them some type of a way and train them not only that they can do it, but showing them how to do it. You understand what I'm saying? But showing them how to do it. Not just telling them that you can be a scientist, but don't put them in the path of knowing what it takes to be a scientist. You understand what I'm saying? Or you can't say, well, you can go to college, but don't put them on the path of how to prepare themselves for college. But you want to leave it all up to the school. Man,
That's the worst place.
Man, you can't leave.
That's the worst place.
You can't leave your children or put your children in a position for your enemy to teach them. You can't do that. You can't do that. That's retarded. We in competition, man, whether you want to believe it or not.
What should you do then, Mac? I mean, get the people. I mean, because people out here listening to this podcast right now saying this. I'm doing the best I can, nigga. What you talking about?
Well, sometimes your best ain't good enough.
Well, goddamn, give them something.
Well, what I'm saying is this right here. Sometimes you have to go overboard. Sometimes you have to go overboard far beyond your best. Sometimes you have to really, really look into yourself. Sometimes you have to look into yourself. Don't look at your children all the time. Sometimes you have to look at yourself and say, look, here I am. I want my child to make all A's. But I don't know past division and multiplication.
Past 7th grade, you don't know it?
I don't know it.
Yeah.
So you don't have no books to even bring yourself up to par the way you can help your kid to get all A's.
Right. Well, Mac,
The
I ain't got
first
time
thing
for that shit, Mac.
but if you want your child to be successful, you must be successful. But see, because your child gonna follow what you do. So if you want your child to make all A's, and he needs your help or she needs your help with doing math, hell, you must know the math. If you don't have the money to pay for a tutor, but once again, you putting them in a room with somebody that might be going against your child. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. So if you want your child to be successful in certain areas, then you must be successful. So you must tell yourself, if my child is in the 7th grade and I don't know math past the 3rd grade, now I need to get my shit together. and stop blaming my child for bringing home a B or a C. Because now I can go to the library. Hell, I stay on Facebook all day long. I can go on YouTube and study some math. I can go in the library and pick up on my math skill. I can hire myself a goddamn tutor. I said, instead of getting my child a tutor, I'm going to get myself a tutor and teach me 7th grade math.
And I'm going to filter that bullshit and I'm trying to get to him.
There you go.
There you go.
That was life coaching.
See, man, that's all I want you to do. Give him some.
Yeah, I'm just
Give him some.
Why not homeschool? Then?
Well, homeschool is bullshit.
Hey.
Homeschool is bullshit because now you're taking the experience away from the child.
You're taking that life experience.
Because education and knowledge is 2 different things. But they coincide with one another, but they're two different things. See, knowledge comes from experience.
Yeah.
Education comes from an institute, which is school. So now it coincides with one another because if my child walking down the halls of Greenville High, he getting a certain kind of knowledge of how to deal with people, how to deal with society, how to cope with this, how to cope with that, and then at the same time, he getting an education. But now, if I take that knowledge away from him and just give him education, he ain't gonna have no common sense. He's just gonna be a smart motherfucker, and you put him out there in that world, he ain't gonna know what the fuck to do.
He ain't gonna know how to act the way
No,
others.
he ain't gonna know how to deal with others.
I'm gonna give you a good example of that. You take a kid that ain't rode the bus kindergarten through 5th grade. Put him on the bus 6th grade, 7 times, get in trouble. Cause he ain't been in that environment. It's gonna take you a year to get him right.
It's gonna take you a while. He gonna get in some trouble too.
He gonna get in some trouble on that bus. Because he don't know how to react. But see, people like, I ain't put my kids on, but put my kids. That's a life experience.
Yeah.
That's a life experience. They teach you a lot
knowledge.
of shit.
That's knowledge.
But that's hell too. That's a mean experience.
Man, that's knowledge.
All kind of shit go on those buses, boy.
I used to love riding bus.
People look at me crazy. I can take my 4-year-old to school.
Yeah.
I put him on the bus.
Damn right.
Because I want him to be used to it.
Yeah. And it
I told that goddamn bus driver.
Groomed him, boy. You
I
groomed
told
him.
that bus driver, don't you write my motherfucking 4-year-old no more. I ain't say it like that. But I said, hey, man, you see me every day. Now, you can talk to me.
Mm-hmm.
There's a problem. Don't keep putting shit in my boy 5. But I really deal with it now than deal with it when he gets 7th grade. Because it get ugly then.
But guess what? Boy, your son gonna have so much to talk about when he get 30 riding on that goddamn bus. Boy, you remember we used to ride the bus? Goddamn, we used to jump up in when we riding on them humps and we used to jump up. Yeah, we used to jump right there. But because he gonna appreciate the fact that his daddy put him on that goddamn bus. You feel what I'm saying? Because
niggas still talking about Miss Gray to this day.
Niggas still talking about Miss Gray to this day.
And Coach D.
Yeah, Coach D.
Man, that's an experience, man. I don't want to rob my child from that experience. I don't want to rob him.
And he need it.
And he need that because, like I say, not everything ain't for everybody. I know that. Everything ain't for everybody. But at some point, man, you got to allow your children to have experience and get knowledge in this world.
Right.
Because you can't harbor your children and try to be a safe haven for your children when they young and then when they get 19 and 20 and then when they get 22, 23, you ready to put their ass out and they don't know shit. Now you want to wonder why the hell they fucking up. Because you've been harboring them. You've been keeping them in a safe haven all their life. Now you put them out there with them wolves and them lions and them bears that done had some experience, and this motherfucker green.
Right.
Now they don't talk them into it robbing a bank.
Right.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? Because you've been had them sheltered all his life, trying to protect them, but you really hurting them.
I always tell my kids, I'm the biggest gangster y'all know.
Goddamn right.
I'm the biggest one you know.
Goddamn
I said,
right.
It ain't nobody there tougher than me, I guarantee you.
Goddamn right.
Hey, they don't get it. I said, y'all think I like coming in here and getting on y'all? I said, I want to chill. I want to chill. I don't want to get on y'all motherfucker, man. I want to chill. I said, but until you get who the biggest gangster is, until you scared of me like you scared of wife here Melly, until you scared of me like that, you gonna catch it, goddamn.
But see, the biggest problem with that right there is, man, with being a man in the household, with being a real man in the household, but sometimes that woman get in the way so bad.
They can.
where it frustrates you. To the point, boy, you be like, boy, I need to get the fuck out of this motherfucker. Because they get in your way so bad.
They're a distraction.
It's not just a distraction. It's sort of
They
like
talking against what you said.
it's sort of like a, I'm not going to say it's a distraction, but it's sort of like a letdown. To the point you say, why I end up with this motherfucker? And you tell yourself that's a reality. It's reality. And they say the same thing about you sometimes. And how I end up with this motherfucker.
This motherfucker crazy.
This motherfucker stupid. You know what I'm saying? So, but at the same time, you pulling and tugging for no reason. Because at some point, you got to let the man have his way. You want to know why I ain't cleaned up that garage? Because I'm rebelling against your motherfucking ass.
That's why I left a little more out there for
That's
2
why I
minutes.
left the motherfucker out. I'm rebelling against your motherfucking ass. You know what I'm saying? Because you won't let me run shit. You won't let me run shit. I want to run this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? I want to run this motherfucker. Get the fuck out my way and let me run this motherfucker. You feel what I'm saying? I got dominion and power over you.
Right.
But you want to run the motherfucker. You in my way. So we pulling and tugging at one another. And you want to know why we ain't fucking? That's the reason why. Fuck
Tired
all,
of your ass.
man, fuck all that arguing and making up. Fuck that shit. That shit wears out. It's over. We ain't fucking. We not fucking.
So it don't be the woman all the time, huh?
Huh?
It don't be the woman all the time.
Hey, man, look here. It's the woman every time. The reason why we ain't fucking?
Oh, well, I mean, yes, he caused it.
Yeah.
Right.
Because, man, you sit and you bicker and you complain about everything. Now, if you let me do my job as a man and you do your job as a woman, these things won't go on. But you want to tell me how to do, when to do, and where to do. And then as soon as I tell you how to do, when to do, where to do, the first thing you'll say, you ain't my daddy. Now, hold on. Now, you want to tell me all this shit you want to tell me. And then as soon as I get ready to tell you all the shit I want to tell you, you want to tell me I ain't your daddy. Now, goddamn, something wrong with this motherfucking picture.
Right.
Now, that's when I start to rebel against you. Because I'm hard-headed. I'm hard. I'm not going to do the shit you tell me to do. I'm not, no. I ain't hitting you from the back. Nah. I'm not hitting you from the back. That ain't going to
Get
happen.
on in missionary. See,
You gonna let me do my, and then I'm gonna roll over and go to sleep. Matter of fact, halfway through the fucking, my dick gonna go down. Because it's too much bullshit going on.
Bullshit going on, man.
It's too much
Bullshit.
bullshit.
The mental ain't right.
Yeah.
Keep a hard dick.
Yeah, it's too much bullshit going on for me to keep it. You know what I'm saying? You my baby, I love you. I ain't don't get me wrong, baby, I love you. You feel what I'm saying? But it's too much bullshit going on. You feel what I'm saying? All you gotta do is let me, as a man, do what I'm supposed to do, handle this motherfucking business like it's supposed to be handled, and understand the situation that we in. I know I ain't making that much money. You know you ain't making that much money. That's why we behind on these bills.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? But you can't make shit if you ain't got shit. So what I'm saying, so let me show you how to juggle this motherfucking shit. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So don't stress yourself out about making a $700 or $800 mortgage, and then we got to get the lights paid. Let the mortgage ride for a minute. We get the lights paid, then we catch up on the mortgage. But you can't pay everything on time if you ain't got but $1,200 and the bill $2,500. Ain't no way in the hell. Now you stressing me out.
You stressing me out?
Now you stressing me
Hey,
out.
look. Hey, look. I would give a little short story with my boy Matt right here. Mack's son playing basketball, right? My son playing basketball. I didn't know who Max. I had seen him for years. I'm talking about since he was a baby. So I didn't know that was Max's son. But in my mind, I'm like, damn, that kid's strong as hell. Like he lift weights. In the game, I feel like, oh, that's Max's son. I called Mack that Monday. I said, boy, you got your boy lifting weights. Oh, he do a little something. But either way, he figured out enough to know that I didn't have enough control. He said this. He said, hey, if you gonna get them boy right, you gotta tell that mama, let me have him.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Let me have him.
fuck
Let
back.
me have him all the way.
Get the fuck back.
Get out the way. Cause he gonna be crying to you. He gonna be whining to you. But I see you really, it was clear that he was the strongest kid on the court. Like, you could tell the way he running down the court with his chest that he never got tired. I'm like, damn. I'm like, what's going on? But like Mack said, he had to tell the old lady, you gonna have to take a back seat on this one, baby.
Right.
Take a back seat.
You're gonna have to tell that old lady, and you're gonna have to tell that grandma.
Hey,
And you're gonna have to tell that grandma.
look, today, my son, my baby mama came and sat right there right beside me. I said, hey, don't get on my nerves today. I said it to her straight. She laughed. I said, because we don't fell out so many times. Because you got a problem with me yelling at my boy about what I know he know how to do and not doing. She said, well, if it get too bad, I just move on up to the top row. I said, well, go ahead and move on to the top row now.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's going to get bad.
Yeah.
But luckily he had a good game and everything went smooth. But you're right. But that grandma is going to protect that baby.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
More than that mama.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But at some point,
Most time they not gonna give a fuck what you talking about neither.
but boy, look here. At some
But
point,
I don't, that's my whole thing. I'm still going to say my shit.
Yeah, at some point you got to put your goddamn foot down. At some point you got to put your motherfucking
Yeah,
foot
you
down.
gotta put down.
You got to put your goddamn foot down, and you got to tell the little girl, I know that's your mama, but I'm gonna give you some shit to tell her.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Now if you don't tell her, goddamn, I will.
Right.
So I'm gonna give you a chance.
Right.
Go and tell your mama she need to chill out now.
Yeah.
Cause that's my motherfucking child. I produced that motherfucker. She didn't.
Right.
But now you need to let her know. Stay in her motherfucking place.
Play.
You know what I'm saying? Now she
No.
the grandma.
But see, they can't do it, though.
But they can do it once I got there and put my foot down because
Yeah.
at some point, I'm going to goddamn let you know.
Yeah.
But see, we have to understand, man, as straight men, I'm going to put it that way, but we already catch hell on all levels.
Yeah.
But we have to understand that we are a dying breed. We are a dying breed. And if we don't uphold and stand up for ourselves as being men, well, we're going to be like obsolete in this world to where everybody is going to run over the straight man or the gangster man or the hard man or the motherfucker that's supposed to have this and that. But everybody going to run over that motherfucker. And then there you go. So at some point, man, we have to put our foot down and mean what we say and tell the motherfucker, look here, sit your motherfucking ass down.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because it's going to become like foreign for a man to talk like that. And then for you know it, when you tell a motherfucker to sit her ass down, she going to call the police and get your ass arrested for domestic violence.
Yeah.
Oh, he raised his voice at me.
Right.
And they're going to lock your ass up for
Lock your
domestic
ass up.
violence because they ain't used to it.
Right.
So you got to get to the point to where it's like normal for my husband to raise his voice. That's what he do. He'll raise his voice. So let me go ahead and sit my ass down. But if you don't do it, she going to dial 911 on your ass.
And see, that's normal for everybody but her. That's normal for in that gym, that's normal for everybody but her. But I've been doing it for years.
Yeah.
I'm
Oh,
a
I
loud
most definitely
motherfucker in the gym.
Man, I most definitely do it. Man, I'm going to tell you something. My son was playing football.
I hope you tell this story, man.
My son was playing football. He got out there, he was bullshit.
I already heard this.
He was bullshit. I said, motherfucker, you think I'm playing with you? No, Daddy. I said, take that shit off. I said, take that shit off right now. I stripped him down to his drawers.
At the game.
Yeah. Before I got home, they don't call my wife. The coach, the mom of the team, and some of her friends. They don't call my wife. As soon as I walked in the door, I said, let me tell you one motherfucking thing. I said, I don't give a goddamn who called you. I don't give a goddamn why they called you. Motherfucker, what's done is done. And that's my motherfucking son. And I say, and if he get out there and act like he don't want to do it, and don't act like he know what he doing, I'll do it again. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
So, man, we got to be men.
Yeah.
Because you know the time effort that's been put into that.
We got to be men.
Right.
But
I
if
bet his next game was super.
oh man, I'm telling you.
So you had to pull him out.
But look at him.
You had to pull him out.
But look at my son. I'm telling you something. I'm saying one thing about my son. I give my son credit where credit is due. I understand that. You know what I'm saying? But my son later on, I can see him 10 years down the road. He can't see it now, but he gonna tell the next person, boy, if it wasn't for my daddy.
Right.
Those words gonna come out his mouth.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
And that's what I'm seeing now. Boy, if it wasn't for my dad, I might be dead and gone. I might be on call Alzheimer's or
Ain't even gonna know it.
But boy, look at him. At some point, my daddy gonna say, my son gonna say these words. Boy, if it wasn't for my daddy. And that's my dream for my children to say that. Boy, if it wasn't for my daddy. Because, boy, look, it'll hurt my feelings if my son becomes successful and get in front of that camera and say, hi, Mom. But that'll
Don't
fuck
say
me
nothing
up.
about
Don't say a
that.
goddamn thing about me. But that'll fuck me up. And I don't seen too many athletes that done did that.
Yeah, they do that.
You know what I'm saying? Throw up that one finger, hi, Mom, and they say shit about daddy.
Right,
Boy,
right.
that'll fuck me up. So, boy, I tell my sons and my daughter all the time, boy, I'm your best friend and I'm your worst enemy. I'm your best friend and I'm your worst
I got
enemy.
your back.
I got your motherfucking back, but boy, I'll tear your goddamn ass up too. So you ain't gonna find no enemy worse than me, and you ain't gonna find no friend better than me.
Right.
And you know what I'm saying? And that's just me being real.
Hey, look, I'm finna steal that one.
Yeah.
Cause that's real.
Yeah.
That's who I am.
But you ain't gonna find. But that's me.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna find no enemy worse than me. So if you think that nigga that's hollering at your girl, or you think that nigga that's hating on you, you think that's your enemy, you better look at me.
You better look at
I'll
me.
be real with you.
I'm a real motherfucker.
I'm a real motherfucker.
Or you think that motherfucker that say he love you, or that girl that say she love you, or that motherfucker say he got
Not
love
like
you.
me.
Not like me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm the
Not like
motherfucker.
me.
I'm your huckleberry.
Mm-hmm.
I'm your motherfucker.
I'm your
Huckleberry.
motherfucking huckleberry.
I'm your motherfucking huckleberry. You feel what I'm saying?
Oh,
So
man.
I always want to try to keep the focus on me as a father, from the cradle to the grave. You know what I'm saying? I want to keep the focus on me because I always want my children to know, boy, if I can't go to nobody, I can go to my motherfucking daddy. I can go to my motherfucking daddy at all costs. If all else fail, I can go to my motherfucking daddy. And I want to be the thing in his life to where he know that man, my old lady done cheated on me, or my best friend don't backstab me. I want him to be able to know he can come to me and talk about those things. You feel what I'm saying? Because I'm gonna give him that energy that he needs of telling him the truth. You feel what I'm saying? Instead of him going to somebody else that's giving him false hope, I'm gonna tell him the truth. Whether he accept it or not, he gonna get the truth from me.
Once I figure out since when I'm
Because the truth was gonna make you free.
Right.
I'm gonna free you from this bitch. She ain't shit. Or I'm gonna free you from this nigga, but the motherfucker don't mean you no good. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm gonna free you from that because I'm gonna give you the truth
Right.
to the matter. I'm gonna give you the truth to the matter. You know what I'm saying? So it's important that we build a relationship with our children and stop making our children think they crazy. That's what's killing me today, man. We out here making our children think they crazy, man. Man, our children not
Explain,
crazy.
man. I don't know what you're saying right there.
Well,
Explain.
my thing is this right here, man. I don't know how much time we got,
Go ahead.
but I'll try to explain it in short. And don't blame this once again on the woman. Fuck it. They can get mad at me. They say, a couple people don't call me after the shows I done did. Fuck it. But I'm gonna blame some of this shit on the women because they always want to think it's the man's fault. Man, you got women out here that they don't conceive their kids at Freaknik.
Right. You right.
They don't conceive their kids at Bike Week. Don't know who the baby daddy is. Try to hurry up and get home real quick and fuck the
that
nigga.
nigga.
Yeah, and put the baby on him.
Right.
And now then, if the kid fucked up, they can't figure out what the fuck wrong with the kid.
Because you don't know that nigga.
Because you don't know the goddamn baby
Cause
daddy.
you don't
Kid
know
acting like a nigga from
Yeah.
Florida.
You don't know that motherfucker.
You don't know the
What a
genetics.
wild
You don't know the genetics.
You don't know the genetics.
You don't know the genetics. So he don't act like nobody on the daddy side. Don't act like nobody on your mama's side, but he act like the motherfucker on his real daddy side.
Mm-hmm.
That you don't know.
That you don't
That you
motherfucking
don't
know.
know.
Because you gave a nigga from New York some pussy because he let you
Right.
ride on the back of his bike at bike week.
Right.
And he took you to the room, fucked the hell out you, nothing in the pussy. Y'all was fucking raw.
Right.
And you got home real quick,
Right.
gave your baby daddy some
Facts.
pussy, or gave your
Facts.
boyfriend some pussy, or even gave your ex-boyfriend some pussy and put the baby on him.
Yeah.
Don't y'all get mad at what that nigga saying.
Real talk.
All this shit happened at bike week, Freaknik, and that goddamn
Mardi Gras.
Mardi Gras.
Mardi Gras.
You feel what I'm saying? Man, I'm talking about this real, actual, factual. This ain't no fake shit. I know a motherfucker raised a motherfucker till he was 20-something years old and found out it wasn't ill.
Dang.
So this real shit. This ain't no motherfucking fake bullshit. But what I'm saying is this right here, man, that, boy, there's a lot of shit goes on with our children because now mama go to redemption. Mama go to relentless. Mama go to Bethlehem. Boy, your mama used to be a motherfucking hoe back in the 80s. She wasn't shit. Now she don't got saved, baptized, and sanctified, and shouting in the motherfucking church. And now she got all this glory. But boy, she need to tell you how she was when she was 20 and not tell you how she was now she's 50.
That way you will understand a little bit.
Now
better.
you'll understand who the fuck you is.
Right.
Yeah. Because you old enough to take it now.
Goddamn right. Now you know why you gave your pussy up last night when you left for Roman. Now you know why you gave your pussy up the night before when you left Club 7.
This nigga talking to the old school bitch.
But he talking to old school motherfucker, boy.
You feel what I'm saying?
right.
Because that's what all that that's the kind of shit that was going on. So now you got motherfucker that's going to Cream, you got motherfucker that's going to Legend, and they fucking like hell. But boy, you need to find out who your mama used to be
Right.
and not who she is today.
Right.
That's real, man.
You got to sit down
That's
with
why- that's
her.
why
Say,
you
mama,
try-
you need to tell me how you used to be because
I'm
brother,
fighting
I
these
can't.
demons.
I'm fighting these demons.
I'm fighting these demons.
I
Don't know
got a
why.
fuck out here.
I'm out here.
Yeah.
I gave some niggas some pussy in the parking lot and they didn't realize why we were fucking.
Right. Right.
Dang.
I was mad immediately after I did it.
I was mad a minute trying to figure out why the fuck I do that, but didn't know that's how the fuck you used to be.
Do you know how to? Yep.
This shit is in my DNA to be a hoe.
Right.
I can't help it.
I can't help it. It's in my motherfucking DNA. It's in my history. The first thing,
Alone line.
yeah.
hoe.
The first thing the doctor
Home
asks
alone
you.
line
The
of
first
hoes.
thing the doctor asks you when you got high blood pressure, do it run in your family?
Do it run. God damn. Do it run in your family. Do that whole shit run in your family.
Do diabetes run in your family?
They're gonna ask
Do
you
high
to
blood
run.
pressure run in your family? What's the history of your family? So all the other shit run in your family too. Pimping, hoeing,
Owen.
getting high,
Right.
raising hell. Because the first thing they say, oh, they got it honest.
Yeah.
Right.
Because that shit run in your family. But boy, if you don't sit up there and tell your child, now you go to redemption, now you go relentless, and they see you up there shouting, and they think mama's just glorious, wonderful woman. Now she's 52, 53,
Right.
50 years old. They look at mama as this glorious, sanctified
Right.
woman. But if mama sit down and tell you the shit she done did,
Right.
that'll give you a sense of release of saying, that's why I gave that nigga.
At
the
least
That's
that's
why.
where I got it from.
That's why I got
Right,
it from.
right.
Now
I
you breaking.
understand.
Now you breaking that cycle.
Right.
Now you breaking that cycle of because I'm telling you one thing about God. He'll show you who you was through your child.
Yeah.
He'll show you who you was through your child. Like boy, that
What?
was you. You see why your child ain't like that? Because boy, that was you. That was you right there. So
Yeah,
now
that-
I'm gonna show you who you was through your child. Now your child doing all that shit until you admit and ask for forgiveness. Your child will continue to do and be who he is until you repent for who you were. But long as you hold on and don't tell nobody, you want to take it to your grave, and then when you take it to your grave, your child gonna live on like they is, and then it's gonna be passed down to the next generation,
We can't stop that cycle.
and you can't stop it because the culprit is dead. The motherfucker that started it all is dead. But you got to break this cycle while you are alive and say, boy, look here. You know the reason why you going through what you're going through? Because, boy, your daddy wasn't shit. Boy, your daddy was lying to women. He was cheating on women. He was misusing women. He was beating on women. He was doing everything when it comes to a woman or anything else that goes on in life. But until you tell your child that, and your child had to make his mind up and say that right here, boy, I ain't going to be nothing like my daddy.
Right.
That's how you break it.
Well, my mama a holy roller.
Mm-hmm.
Now, but I got to see who she was before. So, I don't got that problem. I know where my crazy shit come from.
There you go.
For goddamn sure.
There you go.
But I can remember I had flew off the handle. And my mama was there. I had them lost on nigga. I was done with him. Everybody was trying to get my mama. My mama said this. Ain't nothing I can do with him when he like that. She said it.
Mm-hmm.
You know why she said that? Because she know what she was.
Damn right.
Right then.
Damn right.
And see, people look at my mom now and be like, I can't even believe what you saying.
Mm-mm.
I'm like, yeah.
I see it in her.
I don't even see what she used. I'm like, yeah, her or my daddy, but yeah, I lived it. You know what I'm saying? So luckily I got to see where my grassroots came from.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever shit, you know what I mean? Whatever shit went down. But right what you said right there, my mama knew right then, like I can't. He done lost it. Like it ain't no sense me going up to him right now.
Mm-hmm.
It's a wrap. She knew then that's her child.
Yeah.
Right.
But see how you break that cycle is you got to give the history to your child. Boy, you know your grandmama used to be a hoe. Well, I'm telling you now, your grandma used to be a hoe. Then she done had 4 kids by 4 different niggas. She was slanging pussy like a motherfucker. And then I started doing the same thing. But do you want to be like that? No, Daddy. Well, be better than me. Be greater than me. Because boy, at some point in my life, boy, I wasn't shit. But now you look at me as your daddy, but just know, 15 years ago, boy, I had a motherfucker stretched out in the back seat at Freaknik. Fucking like hell with no rub on.
So you need to tell them that shit.
You need to tell them. So they can say, but you know, my daddy shares some shit with me, but I don't want to be nothing like that.
Right.
What
You got to tell them that horror story.
What age you need to tell them, man?
Now,
How young though?
give a damn.
Ooh, wee.
Because I'm saying, man, one thing about understanding, and the Bible would explain these things to you, man. Train up a child in the way they should go, and they're never apart from that. So that's where that training come in at. We got to train our children, man, to break these cycles that they are in and to break these situations that they are starting to see, because we got to be honest with our children and free them with the truth. The truth gonna make you free. Boy, we got to free our children with the truth and stop harboring what we used to be and what we used to do, because
we got to get the women out of the way then.
because listen, I'm trying to tell you something. You can get them right there with you, because you don't get them out the way. Get them right there with you.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
Don't push them to behind you. Get them right there with you, because y'all equally yoked. When you married, y'all equally yoked. You got to get your wife and look here. We got to be together. I'm not gonna be out in front of you. You're not gonna be out in front of me. We're gonna be right here. We're together. But she had to get that understanding.
Right.
She had to get that understanding. No, man, look here, baby. You take the wheel.
Right.
Let me. We gotta get out of here. But let me ask you this before we get out of here, Mack. Will Antonio Brown play another NFL game?
Well, I can't say that if he will or that he won't, but the mission.
It's a gun to your head. Man.
But the mission has been completed.
Well, we ain't did good yet.
See, the mission has been completed because they are doing. See, all this stuff got to do with symbolisms and understanding. See, it goes back to the King Kong story. To where even if he do play another game of football, or if he don't play another game of football, the King Kong story has been revealed. To where Antonio Brown was this big black motherfucker, giant in his career, giant in his success, giant in his life, giant amongst his friends, giant in the NFL. And then when we revealed that white woman to him, and he smelt her, and he sniffed on her, and he blowed on her, and he made love to her, and he caressed her, and began to have children by her. Our way of being has been succeeded. Now we must destroy him. And it ain't his fault. because everything has been set in place for him to destroy himself. Because of the hood disease and the post-traumatic stress disorder that he's going through from growing up in the area of Florida called the poking bean. So when you go back and look at the drug war, look at everything he went through, and the reason why he act the way he act, because he came from that environment, and they brought him into this area right here, and brought him all the way up to the entire state building, and made him fall flat on his back. And that's the concept. So now, we take him, we remove him, we take that wife, and we take them children, and we place them over here, and we place him where he belongs. Back where he started at. Yeah, you can play again, but you're not going to be the same. You're not going to be the same. You're not going to be this, because your people going to look at you different. Your people going to look at you different as well.
Right.
So I'm going to tell you, I'm going to say it, and then we're going to end it. King Kong was over there in the area that he was in, and they was taking black women, and they was chaining them up to a rope, and King Kong was eating them. He was killing them. But boy, when they put that white woman on that rope, he didn't harm her, he protected her.
He wanted her.
He wanted her. He didn't try to eat her. He didn't try to kill her. He didn't try to destroy her. But that's another way of saying that the black man would take the black woman and try to kill her. But take that white woman and protect her.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? Because over there, they chain that black woman up to that rope or whatever they had, and they would use her as a sacrifice for King Kong, and he'll get her and bite her head off and bite her legs off and swallow the whole body. But boy, when he seen that white woman, he didn't want to do nothing but protect her.
Protect them.
And have a baby by her and raise a
Y'all
family.
ain't shit, nigga.
You feel what I'm saying? So that's where we at today. The black man need to understand, with our black women, we need to take control. We need to learn to nurture her. We need to learn to protect her. We need to learn to understand her. But then we also need to display our dominion and our power in our household and make her sit her motherfucking ass down. But you can't do that unless you're doing those other things.
Right.
You got to be doing those other things in order to say that I run this shit. I'm the man of this shit, and I hold the power in this shit. But you got to do all those other things as well. You got to make her feel like she have a sense of protection. She have a sense of stability. She have a foundation with her man. But you can't be doing what you want to do and then try to tell her what to do. That ain't gonna work.
Well, man, we gotta get the fuck out of here, man.
I'm gonna tell you this before we get out of here. Hey, I think me, Hail Mary, Nord, Matt, I think we all got hood disease.
Oh,
I'm gonna
struggle
tell
with
you why. I know a dude from Charlotte. He asked me, he said, hey man, where the good jockey lots at around here? I said, go to White Horse Road. I said, that's the best jockey lot you gonna find. He said, man, I'm not going down there. He said, I heard White Horse Road is a goddamn like a fucking war zone down there. But to me, I grew up down there, here, man, all that. It ain't shit to me. It ain't shit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
That's hood
I feel
disease.
at home.
I see what
I feel
you're
at
saying.
home.
Hey,
I
whenever
feel at
I
home
get
on
on
White
exit
Horse
44 White Horse Road,
But
I feel comfortable.
That's what I say every time. Boy, exit 44, White Horse Road. I feel at home.
Yeah.
But this motherfucker from Charlotte saying he's scared to come to White Horse Road.
He done heard the wrong shit too.
Nah,
You
you
know,
done
you done heard some right shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. You done heard some right
You
shit.
don't heard the right shit, but like I said, we don't became immune.
Right.
To it.
So I'm saying
Hood disease.
Hood disease. Yeah.
We suffering.
Yeah. Yeah.
We suffering like a motherfucker.
Yeah. Because it's nothing for us to pull up somewhere 12 o'clock at night on White Horse Road. You know what I'm saying?
You ain't even thinking twice
You ain't
about
even
it.
thinking twice about it. I'm at home.
I'm at home.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna tell you something, boy. But long time ago, when you see the police come down the street, but everybody come outside, even the lady with the rollers in her head,
Right.
with a house coat on. It was like foreign to see the police. But now, police come down the street, motherfucker don't even look out the blind.
Yeah.
If the fire truck used to come down the street, everybody come out the house.
Yeah.
Ambulance come down the street, everybody come out. But now, with that hood disease don't took its place, man, that ain't no
big deal.
Ain't no big
Ain't
deal.
no big deal.
Yeah.
Because it don't settle in. We at war,
I got
baby.
it. We all got
We
it.
got it.
We got it.
We struggling with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's over.
Well, man, we're gonna
Hey
get the fuck
man,
out of
we
here.
gonna get out of here, man. Hey, y'all know what to do. Hey, hit us with any topics or anything you want to hear us speak on at talkerstalk165@gmail. Talkers Talk Podcast on IG. Talkers Talk 1 on Twitter. Talkers Talk on Facebook. Yeah. I was about to say this though about that. I didn't want to go longer. I wonder how he feeling in Charlotte. Like we might feel like that about Charlotte.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying.
Charlotte, we feel like that.
You're right.
You're right. You're right.
We gonna feel that same way.
Right.
But in our battle zone, we comfortable because we know the terrain.
Because we know the terrain.
We know the terrain.
We know the terrain
We
down
know the
here.
terrain, but see now he know his terrain and he know the same war going on up there. So now we kind of like
We know how to move and shake through Wild Road.
yeah, we know how to move and groove. That's just like if I go to Iraq and I take a mother